sorry, because I actually came from Hong Kong 25 years ago. Although I can speak Mandarin, but I'm not sure you can understand all my Mandarin because my pronunciation may not be very good. So that's why I have to do it in English. Please accept my apology. My name is Christopher Cheng, and thank you, Patrick, for inviting me here to give this 10 minutes. Hopefully it's only 10 minutes. If it's more than that, let me know. Kick me out. Okay, so this presentation is about, I guess not a lot of people actually understand what a life coach does. So that's why I'm here to actually explain to you, but I'm actually doing a lot of other things. But first of all, let me focus on this, and later on I'll introduce other stuff that I do. So I am a franchisee of Express Life Coaching, which is one of the what I call franchising opportunity from a company called Express Business Group. So later on I'll be distributing, or you can actually feel free to get flyers and cards and sort of stuff. And I'm also a regional master franchisor for the whole area, for the central northern Sydney, which is a very big area, which include Castle Hill and all the surrounding areas. There are altogether 21 areas. So I'm still actually, so either you would, if you're interested in having a coaching session with me as a life coach or business coach, or you can actually become a life coach. We will be able to provide you with all the information, all the training, and even though if you're not in business, we'll give you all the business tools and systems, train you up, and so yeah, as long as you become a franchisee of a life coach, then you can be able to do it with confidence. Okay. I always like this is what I call a mind map. So I'm not sure whether any one of you actually used that before. Mind map. Mind map is something that, which express your idea, which link them all together. So a life coach, well, why do you need a life coach? Because everyone has a dream. And as a life coach, I'm here to help you to realize your dream. But first of all, a lot of people may not know what their dream is. What is your dream? There's a rule for dreaming, okay? But I daydream all the time. That don't have a rule for daydreaming. But daydreaming never realize. So you never can make sure that a daydream will come true. But if you go for this dreaming rule for dreaming, which has to be positive, don't need to be in a reality, but it has to be good for you. So that means we say, okay, your dream at that moment has no limit. Has no limit. It's about you. It's about what you want. No limit. But if you want to make it come true, of course, you need to establish your goals. And the goals have limits. Limits meaning the goals has to be a realistic goal. Realistic goal. A SMART goal. SMART actually is an approach composed of these 5 words. SMART, meaning specific. So your goal has to be specific on something. Has to be measurable. Because if it's not measurable, how can you know whether you have achieved it? It's like usually in a corporate world we call it KPIs, key performance indicators. And it has to be achievable, of course. Otherwise, why do you set your goals? You want it to be achievable, so you won't set yourself to fail in something. And then it has to be reliable. And also it has to be timely, tangible, meaning there's a time limit for it. So let's say, if I want to become a really good tennis player, I probably have to start thinking maybe 5 years old. When I do that, and in my 15-year-old or before 20-year-old, I become a superstar. There's a time limit. Because if I have no time limit, I'm now 60 years old. Can I become a tennis superstar now? No way. So that explains what is the time limit. So, and then when you do something, You do it to avoid losses and gain benefit. What do I mean by that? You want to gain something, of course, financially. You want to be a CEO. You want to earn $10 million a year or something. It's something that you want to gain some benefit. Avoid losses, meaning if you want to focus on your relationship, you want to avoid a loss, meaning a loss of a relationship. If you want to have a very good relationship with your family, with your father, with your mother, or with your wife, you don't want to lose it, you know? So that's something that you want to set a goal for yourself. And once you do that, you're stepping in the right direction. And you have clarity. You are very clear in your mind what you want to do. And then, this is what I call rational, meaning reason. I actually also study, besides I've got a Master of Science in Quality Engineering, I also have a Master of Arts in Theological Study, which is about religion. So, that is about religion, meaning like you have what we call reason and faith. One of the subjects I studied was faith and reason. So, of course, you have to have faith in yourself that you can do it. But it also have to be rational, because if you think, oh, if I'm crooked, you know, I'm not trying to demean anybody who has disability, but then I know my capability. I won't be a tennis star because I won't be able to do it, but I can still do a lot of things. So you need to understand your capability. So you have to think rationally. And also, a lot of time we do think outside the box. I'm not sure whether you guys in electrical engineer have you heard about something called Lean Six Sigma? No? Huh? Lean Six Sigma. Lean is Toyota production system. It's from Toyota. They use lean manufacturing to produce their cars, so that's why their quality is so reliable. For example, just in time, Kanban, reducing waste, all these things are lean, and Six Sigma another methodology. So for me, I'm also a certified Lean Six Sigma Master Black Belt. So we always tell people we need to think outside the box, meaning we challenge the status quo. So whatever people doing it this way, it may not be the best way. So we always do what we call process mapping, re-engineering, to look at how we can improve the process. Okay. And then, as I mentioned earlier, you know, you have faith in yourself. Then you'll be able to realize your dream. And also is related to your dream is your belief system and your value systems. So, you know, in simple terms, values can be positive, negative. So everyone has got their values on things. You know,